When a customer shows up here, what sort of state are they in? Joyful? No. Avenging? Did you say what you said?
Apprehensive.
Apprehensive? Defensive? Some of them scared? They don't jump out of the car and say, "Look, there's Vince the car salesman, give some bitch a hug." No, they don't do that. They're aware of it. That's why they give us the stiff arm. I don't need a car salesman. I'm just looking today. Okay? Where'd you start in our shopping process? Yet Google says that people only go into 1.3 or 1.4 stores. Okay? So how can you just be starting your shopping process? Does that mean you're going to buy the next place? We can't really say that to them. But they're just behaving the way consumers behave because of the way we've treated them in the past. So, I see the customer. I love your first words. I'm going to smile as big as I can smile. And I'm going to go, "Welcome to Mid-County. My name is Steve Richards. Are you here to see someone in particular?"
No.
Okay, good. What brings you out today?
Well, I saw a RT Challenger on the website. I think it was white.
Okay, I'm going to guess that if you're like most of my customers, you've done a ton of research on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
All right, tell me where you left off, and tell me where I can pick up so we can just literally continue the digital experience for you.
Well, I narrowed it down to an RT Challenger because I kind of like the power.
Okay.
I came across your Motor Trend on the website.
Okay.
And that really interested me.
Okay, well, very good, very good. My name is Steve Richards, and your name is?
Billy.
Billy, again, glad to have you here. A couple things. First of all, I appear to be a car salesman, but I'm going to tell you right now, I quit selling cars about 2 years ago. Now, I've been in the business for 22. I quit selling 2 years ago because I discovered with all the research most of my customers are doing on the internet, they don't need to be sold a doggone thing. If you let me, I'd love to help you buy a car today if that's what it turns out to be. And if you're just looking, that's fine too. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. How much time have you budgeted for this particular visit today?
I got about 30, 45 minutes.
Okay, well look, that's more than enough time to get you the information you need to make a good decision for you. Now, I'm going to give you a secret here. Most people really, one of the biggest complaints about buying a car these days is the time it takes to buy a car. Is that one of your concerns?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Billy, I'm going to give you a secret on how to cut at least an hour, maybe even an hour and a half off the process if you happen to find something today that works for you. I'm going to share it with you right now. I'm going to do it any way you want to. The two things that take the longest are the appraisal of a vehicle if you've got one to trade. By the way, do you have one that you like to trade?
No.
Okay, that's good. The second thing is the credit process. All right, doesn't matter what your credit score is. If you're a 850, that's wonderful. If you're a 550, that's fine too. But the credit process takes a long time to match up with the right lender because we've got so many lenders. So we can do one of two things right now. If you want to save some time, we can start the credit process by getting a credit application done, or if you want to go check out the RT Challenger right now, we can do that too. Which way works best for you?
Let's go ahead and get the credit out of the way real quick.
Boom. That's my meet and greet. What did I accomplish?
That means a buyer.
Say again?
He's a buyer.
Well, by the way, when I said it's the earliest trial close in the history of the retail automobile business, if he said he'd like to do the credit statement right now, did we just take a giant stride towards a delivery? And had he had a trade, he said, "Yeah, let's get that appraised too." Would have been another giant stride. And by the way, am I saving time too? If I can knock out the credit and get the appraisal process started early, am I going to save Billy some time? Okay, how much time has he budgeted? 30 to 45 minutes. By the way, will he spend an hour and a half with me if I do my job?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay? Did I tell him I was going to sell him a car?
No.
What did I say?
Help
Get
him
it
buy
up
the car.
with the buying process.
I was helping buy a car. Does this kind of thing make sense? Okay? He's been on the internet. I said, well, hey, let's continue the digital process. What do you want? What do you want to do? Well, I looked at the RT Challenger, and now I want to see if it's the right vehicle. Fine, we'll go do that. But I gave him a choice. And had he said, "Steve, I ain't ready to get the credit application. I ain't ready to do the credit application. I want to go see the damn car." Let's go, baby. Your choice. Look, Bob, could you recite the steps to the road to the sale?
I could probably get pretty close.
You know what? I want you to know that when I got in the business in 1979, the road to the sale was already old. I'm going to tell you right now, the road to the sale is deader than hell. Now, that doesn't mean certain steps. We don't, I mean, by the way, do I need to build rapport?
Yes.
Sure. Do I need to help them select the right vehicle?
Yes.
Sure I do. Do I need to show off that vehicle? Do I need to take a demonstration ride? Yeah. So look, the steps are still important, but do we need to do them? I don't think we do either. Because if the customer doesn't want to do it, I mean,